Chalo, sir. So again, very good morning to all of you, and I hope I'm audible, visible, and without any delay, let's start. And I welcome you all to Oliveboard. Chalo, sir. So we'll be doing at the agenda for today will be to complete the live mock, right? To complete the live mock for today. So the last week, first of all, let me just ask you, how was the live mock? I felt the standard was pretty decent. It is a very standard mock, like not very difficult. The DI set was quite okay, quite good, but again not very difficult by any means. So first question, let's start with this. Let us start with this, sir. So first question is this one. So which will be, a shopkeeper has 15 kg of sugar, which costs this much. He mixes, I don't know how many, x kg of this, like costing y kg, y rupees per kg, and sells the mixture at this. He will gain this much. Now, which of the following can be filled? So, the values of x and y in which order? First things first, sir. That means that this is a pure and simple question. You should be able to say, sir, it's a pure and simple based on allegation. We can simply use allegation, but sir, for that there is a profit percentage involved. So let's use it, sir. Then CPU, if 20% gain, after gaining 20%, SP is this, then CP is going to be 36, represents 120, sir, because SP will be 120% as there is a gain of like 20%. So CP will be 100. So this is 5, this is 6, 6 are this, so here 30. So meaning the allegation is, so first is 35 kg, another type of sugar that is costing y kg, and the mixture is costing, actually costing 30 rupees. He is selling it for 36, that's the difference. So use allegation, sir. So this is 5 and this will be what? Sir, first of all you understand, so this is 30. So y must be less than 30 because the other value 35, that is greater than 30. So that means I must take 30 minus y, not y minus 30, because this middle value always is between y and 35. Do not make the mistake here. So this is the ratio, and you see the ratio also we know 15 kg of sugar is here, and this thing we have taken x kg of sugar. So the ratio is 15 ratio x, or if you just calculate, it will be x into 30 minus y, it will be 5 into 75, that is 7, like 5 into 15, that is 75. Just check which of these options are giving you the answer. If I put option 1, so x is 25 into, sir, 30 minus 27 is 3, 25 3 is 75, yes sir, option A is following. Now once you get a value, option A is following means A can be the answer, this cannot be, this cannot be, this can be the answer. Now let's check B. Because you see, why I've said B and C cannot be the answer, because A must be the answer. In my answer, A must be there. Now B, so B is 20. So if I put 20 here into, say, 30 minus 20, 30 minus 26, sorry, that is 4. That must be 80, but it is 75. So B is not my answer. So B, that means, therefore, B cannot be there in my answer. So this cannot be the answer. It has B here. This cannot be the answer, it is B here. So my only possible answer is A. The only possible answer that I can have is A, sir. That's my answer. Let's move on to the next question. I hope it is clear. I hope that it is absolutely clear. Moving on, sir. Half of the average of x plus y is this. X plus y average is this. Half of that is 105. Meaning average is 210. So x plus y will be what, sir? X plus y will be 420. So very good number. Acha, 105, which is 42% of z. So 105 is what, sir? 42%, meaning 42 by 100 of z, sir. Acha, 42. So 21 5s are this, 21 2s are this, 2 50s are this. Z is 250, sir. Perfect. It's a very easy question actually. 75% of x, 75% means 3/4 of x. Ratio of this and 125% meaning sir 5/4 of y. It is given as 4/5 sir. 4 cancels, this 5 cancels. X by y comes out to be 4/3. Also anything else? Find the approximate average of x, y, z. Badhiya. Sir, x, y, z average will be, sir, what? X plus y is 420. So I don't actually need this. You see, for like as they are asking average, I don't really need this. ये नहीं भी करेंगे तो चलेगा. Because x plus y I am getting from here, z already I know. So x plus y plus z average means by 3. So 420 plus this 670 by 3. So ये 223.33. Approximately देखो. Sir, option number B will be the answer. Approximately this is my answer. You see, for this particular question, we don't really need to do this. This particular information, this particular ratio type information, we could have skipped. That way also we would have gotten the answer. Because we don't need xy. We need average. Clear, sir? Clear everyone, I hope. So this is my correct answer, 223. Moving on, sir. Moving on, sir. Pihu and Anurag started a garment business together by investing this and this. Both of them invested for an equal period of time. Chalo sir. Pihu and Anurag. And Chitra joined them by investing a certain amount. The total profit earned they have given. Acha. Annual profit, yes, that is exactly my point. Like I was searching what was the total duration of the business. So annual profit means duration is 1 year or 12 months. So please understand, nobody has left the business midway, meaning whoever has joined, they have like kind of been there for till the end. So Pihu started with 72, again thousands ko hata do sir, 72 rupees. And Anurag started with 84 rupees. For how many months? For 12 months each. And sir, I don't know what about Chitra. How much, like with how much money Chitra started. So, nahi pata to X. Nahi pata to X rupees. And she started or she joined 3 months after. Meaning her money was there for 9 months. Because total 1 year ka business. Total business is of 1 year. So, this is the profit sharing ratio. Let's do now whatever we can do. So 9, let's do 9 se directly, sir. 9 se directly let us do, sir. So 9 se if you do, sir, 8 9s are this, इधर तो direct नहीं जाएगा. So 3 4s are this, 3 से ये वाला भी कर दो, sir. 3 28s I guess, right? 3 2s are 6, 3 8s are, yeah. So this is 96. This is 28 into 4 is how much, sir? 28 into 4 is 112 I guess, right? 1 second. 80, yes, 112 ratio x. This is the profit sharing ratio, PSR, sir. This is your profit sharing ratio. Once you know this, now they earn total profit of this much. Chitra share is given. So Chitra will get 8,000 out of 39,200. That is, Chitra will get X rupees here out of total profit. That is X plus 112 and 96. Total कर दो. 112 plus 90. अच्छा एक छोटा सा काम करोगे. It will be a little better. It will be a little better. What, sir? What is a little better? देखो, these are the small little tricks. Sir, if you take the whole thing, then X will come in the denominator as well. Calculation will be a little trickier. Calculation is going to be a little trickier. You can do it. I'm not saying you cannot do it. चलो कर ही लेते. चलो कर ही लेते. Then I'll give you. But again, चलो that otherwise many will feel a little uncomfortable. 110 and 90, 200. Answer. This is 208. 0 0 gone, 0 0 gone. So 8 से जाएगा sir, 8 से 10, 8 से 5 4 8s are 32 and 8 9s are this. So from there 10x plus 2080, it is equal to 49x. So x is equal to 2080 by set 39. Perfect. So if you do this, sir, just a rough calculation, 2080 by 39, sir. Or rather, if I write it like this, just a rough this calculation only we would have kind of saved, like if the way I was the way I was actually talking about. चलो थोड़ा देख लेते हैं. 5 से करते. So 5 से if I do, so 5 into 39, so 5 into 40 is 200. So 5 into 39 is 195. So 5 8 13 1 3. So this will be, sir, 40, 44. So 54 point something, almost 55 rupees. Almost, meaning, sir, this x ka value will be almost 55,000 rupees. Almost, I'm saying. Meaning, Pihu has invested 72,000 rupees. Anurag has invested 84,000 rupees. And this person who was there, Chitra, she has invested almost 55,000 rupees. Almost. Now they are asking quantity 1. Because this is Q1, Q2, that is why I'm doing it like this. I'm taking approximates again. Difference between the investment of Chitra and Pihu. Chitra and Pihu, sir. 72 and 72 minus 55k. And what is quantity 2, sir? Difference between Anurag and Chitra. So that will be 84 minus 55k. So you see, please understand, whatever you do, Q2 is always greater because Anurag ka value is greater than P. If I even calculate very minutely, like whatever exactly, or even if I calculate with more approximates, you see the value, the Q2 will always be greater because 84 minus 55, whatever it is, that gap is greater than the Q1 gap. So without anything, I can say B is my correct answer. So this is how we can think. Now what I was talking about, please use this technique. Many places this will become very useful. I'm about to give you a very interesting technique. Just understand the ratio 96 112 x. I'm just writing it. So this is Pihu, Anurag and Chitra. 96 112 answer x. Say you have been getting, like you have got to this situation, and Chitra is getting 8,000 out of 39,200. So just to make use of your equation, देखो Chitra will get x parts out of how many parts? Out of the total. Let's not take total, sir. We can use a little bit of like a kind of trick here. So these two are total how much, sir? So this is 208 parts. You see, 110 to 90 is 200, 208. So that means here also I cannot take total. Here also I should not take total, sir. 39,200 minus 8,000. So 31,200. So what's the advantage, sir? What is the advantage of taking it like this? You see what happened here, sir. I did not have to calculate x in the denominator. Cross multiplication nahi aayega, sir. From this line, I can directly say x is this much. I can directly say कि sir x value will be 80 by 312 into 208. 104 से देखो 104 2s are this, 104 3s are this. So देखो 160 by 3 directly sir आ जा, थोड़ा अच्छे से value आ जा रहा है. You guys are getting my point. You guys are getting my point. So in this situation, always this technique, the technique that I am talking about, please keep this in mind. ये बहुत जगह पे काम में आता है. This helps a lot. Let me say this. In many places, this was a Q1, Q2 question. That's why like it will not give us any problem. But again, if this was not a Q1, Q2 problem, you please keep this in mind कि sir ये हम use कर सकते हैं. We can use this. Clear everyone? A very quick yes or no, please. Chalo, a very good technique I'll show you here. A very nice technique I'll show you here. So can anyone tell me what type of series is this? What type of series is this? ये कैसा सीरीज है? ये कैसा सीरीज है सर? What type of series is this? What type? What type of series is this? You will say, sir, this is a pure and simple AP. With a common, you see the common difference, I can see 198 minus, so this is reducing at an even rate. Common difference D is equal to minus, why minus? Because it is reducing. Minus 187, 1, so 11.5. You see? So you use the AP formula, sir. Nth term is this. So 106.5 is nth term. Nth term, the formula was A plus N minus 1 into D. A was the first term. This is AN. So that means AN is equal to first term 198.5 plus N minus 1 into D is how much, sir? D is minus 11.5. From there, if you calculate, so N minus 1 into 11.5, because this will be minus, it will come this side. So 98 से सर ये जाएगा तो कितना बचेगा सर? 92 बचेगा, I guess, right? Yes. So N minus 1, so just get rid of this, this will be 0. 115, so this is 8 times, sir. 8 15s are 120. So the value of N comes out to be 9. Sir. वही पूछा था. That is what they are asking, value of N. 9 is the answer. 9 is the answer. Very simple question. Very simple question. Moving on. Now again, time, speed, distance. Two cards initially at this, chalo. I told you in this situation, it always makes more sense to make a simple line diagram. In my classes, I've told you multiple times. The whole picture is then in a, like very clear in front of you. Two cards initially at P and Q. Okay. A and B moving. So this they are at 250 kilometers. Okay. Started traveling towards each other. They meet at point R. Okay. Let's say this one. At a speed after traveling for 3 hours 20 minutes. 3 hours 20 minutes means 1/3 an hour. 10 by 3 hours. Now the difference between the speeds. Okay, sir. So difference between, so I'm taking the speed of car A is A, B is B. That is 15. Given. There is an assumption that speed of A is greater than speed of B. Now, chalo. Next one, sir. So distance is 250 by speed is A plus B. Why? Because both the cars are moving towards each other. So relative speed concept we need to take. Speed by distance by speed is equal to time. Time is given 10 by 3. So from there I'll get another equation saying it's a 0 concept. This is 75. So two unknowns, two equations. Solve and get the answer of speeds. So दोनों को जोड़ोगे तो B cancels. A will become 90, 45, sir. So B will become what, sir? B will become 30. Both the speeds I've got. Different distance between point P and R. So there is a little problem. There is a little problem, sir. Kya problem? Now this was an assumption. It might so happen that B minus A is equal to 15, sir. Because it has not been given which car is faster. And if you take this logic, in that case the result, it will not change, it will just reverse. A will become 30 and B will become 45, because then the speed of car B will be higher, B minus A. That will be the only change. B will be higher, A will be lower, sir. That will be the only change, sir. So so depending on that, P and R distance will change. But again, whatever happens, sir, if I say the first situation, the speed of car A is greater. So remember, sir, this distance, if R is the meeting point, I told you, time is constant. So speed ratio becomes the distance ratio. Speed ratio, you see, this is 3 ratio to 45 ratio 30, like 15 threes are this, 15 twos are this. So speed ratio becomes distance ratio. वही सर इधर भी होगा. So 250 meaning this will be 150 kilometers, this will be 100 kilometers. Or if the opposite happens, this will become 100 kilometers this one and 150 kilometers this one, depending on whatever is this. If A is greater than 150 PR and if B is greater, PR will be 100 kilometers. And quantity 2, 60% of PQ. PQ is 250. So 60% will be 3/5 of 250. So this is 50. So that is 150 always. So meaning, summarize, sir. Q2 is always 150. Q1 is sometimes 150, sometimes 100. So Q1 is either equal to Q2 or it is less than Q2. So that means the answer is Q1 is less than or equal to Q2. That is option number C. That is your option number C. That's your correct answer. Is it clear? Very, 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 very simple question. Not difficult by any stretch of this word. Perfect. Chalo, moving on, sir. Now comes our DI. बहुत अच्छा DI है. Not very calculative, nothing. But again, this is a good quality set. Acha, let me just do one thing. Very simple thing. I'll just take a screenshot of this to the board. Okay. That way I can also explain better and you can also, like we can also play with this better. We all can play with this a little in a better manner. Just a second. Give me just 1 second, everyone. Yes, I guess you guys can see. I guess you guys can see this. I guess you guys can see my board. Just a quick yes or no, please. Just a very, very quick yes or no. Everybody, you guys can see this now. Chalo, sir. Now, read this first. Please read. Now, they are scoring goals. Note they have given. Every team, minimum 1 goal was scored from each of the distances. From 6 feet, 3 feet, 1 feet, 3 distances. A team consists of maximum 3 players. Okay. Any particular player can score only from one position. So 3. So this is a very, very cat type set. This type sets are very common in cat. DIL जो section है तो होता है very, very, like very much cat type. Like when I first saw it, the only thing that it reminded me of was cat. Take it. So you have to, in these situations, you have to take trial error. Now what about team A, sir? Team A का कुछ दिया है sir. Team A का description: 2 players scored X number of goals and 1 player scored 1 extra goal, X plus 1 goals. ठीक? Now I don't know the values of X. 1 goal each, 2 goals each, 3 goals each, I don't know. So let's take, समझो sir अच्छे से. Sir, if every player scores 1 goal, say let's say X is equal to 1, then points will be what? Total points is given as 32. But here the points will be 8 points plus 4 points plus 2 points. So this is, that means how much, sir? 8 plus 2, 10 plus 14 points. But again, there is only 1 player who will score 1 extra goal. But again, whatever you add, you cannot reach to 32. Because देखो एक गोल में highest point that you can get is 8. But again, I have to go to 32. For that, I need 18 more. So there is no way I can get 18 points from a single goal. So x cannot be 1. So let's take x equal to 2, sir. Let's take x equal to 2. Chalo. So 8, like that means 2 goals from each distance. 2 goals from each distance. Chalo. So like if I do this, sir, 8 into 2, 16 points. 4 into 2, 8 points. 3 into 2, sorry, 2 into 2, 4 points. देखो ना, 16 for 20, 28 points. And there is only like one extra shot. Total I need to take 32 points. Meaning, sir, abhi there are 4 points to be scored. Now, 4 points can be scored in what manner? 4 points can be scored in 2 ways, sir. Either you score 2 twos or you score 1 4. You see, I don't have, if I want to score 2 twos, I need 2 like more shots or 2 more goals. But again, I only have 1 more goal. That means I scored, or this team A had scored like one extra goal from where? From this like 3 feet range. 3 feet range say they have scored 1 extra. So what happened to the number of goals, or like from where they have like scored their goals for team A? So this is, sir, 2 goals each, 2 here, 2 here. And from the 3 feet range, they have scored 1 extra. That means 3 goals. This is the total number of goals. And you see, you add them, you will get to 32. You can cross check. So 2 into 8, 16, 16 plus 4, sir, 20, 20 plus 12, sir, 32. And always this is how you need to like go for B, C, D, every. चलो एक एक करके करते हैं सर, एक एक करके करते. Now let's go to B. B में there is some information. 2 players scored equal number of goals and 1 player scored minimum number of goals. Minimum number of goals is 1, sir, given. Minimum 1 goal was scored. Correct? And 2 players scored. So 2 players scored. So 2 players scored A, same number of goals, A and A. I need to bring 38. And 1 player have scored 1 goal. अभी नहीं पता किसने कितना किया. So let's take this is A, this is A, this is 1. So 6A plus 5A plus, so 3 points, so 3 into 1. That is equal to 38. A should be integer. So 11A is equal to 35. A cannot be integer. So this is not the case. This is not the case, sir. So let's swap this to. इसको 1 लेते हैं सर, इसको A लेते हैं. 6A plus 3A plus 5 is equal to 38. So 9A is 33, sir. Again, sir, A is not integer. ये भी नहीं ले सकते. So let's swap this to. So इसको A, इसको 1. 6 plus 5A plus 3A is equal to 38. ये लगता है जाएगा. 8A is 32, sir. A is 4. देखो, this is now going. A is integer. So ultimately what happened? Ultimately this is 1 goal, 4 goals, 4 goals. देखो automatic मिल गया. Automatic we are getting this. Automatically like we are getting what? Total 38 points. Everybody. This much is getting absolutely clear. This much is getting absolutely clear. I know थोड़ा दिमाग का दही बन रहा है. I completely get your point, and this is happening. I completely understand. But थोड़ा अच्छा set है. But बहुत calculative नहीं है. This is not very calculative. Right? अच्छा. C में चलो. Total goal scored are minimum among all 4 teams. अच्छा, minimum का तो नहीं पता सर. Because I have not calculated D. So like एक काम करो दे. Let's do one thing. Let's calculate D first, then minimum I'll find. Then I'll have minimum in front of us. So from there I'll like C, finding C will be easier. So I'm just erasing this because I'll write it down. Only 1 goal was scored for the maximum pointer. Maximum pointer का 1 ही goal हुआ था. that means this, right? So this isme A goals, I don't know how much. So that means 8 points, one goal of 8 pointer plus 5A plus 3A should be equal to 26. So 5, acha, sorry, not A na, this is B. 5A plus 3B, sir. Sorry. 5A plus 3B gives you 18, sir. This is the thing. Now the problem, there is a small little problem. Kya problem, sir? What exactly is the problem? The problem is this: how to get the values of A and B, positive integral values. So for this, find the trivial solution. Always you need to figure out the trivial solution. Trivial solution, so put A equal to 0. Then what is the value of B? You see, A 0 means this whole part 0, 3B equal to this, B equal to 6. This is called your trivial solution. Now then, sir, increase A by the coefficient of B. So if this will be, A will become 3, sir. So B will become how much, sir? So 3 5s are 15 gone, B will become, sir, 3 meaning, sir, 1. And if you increase any further, B will become negative. You can check. There is no other way to move. There is no other way to move forward, sir. And you can check with B as well. Anything goes. Actually, opposite hota hai. Like thoda algebra ka part hai. This is algebra's part. Straight line. If you take, वो slope से आता है ये concept. Okay. So if you do this, A is 3 and 1. The only possible, because देखो 0 cannot be. Why? Because they have told you minimum one goal is scored from each distance. So this value, no value can be 0. At least one goal, it must be there. So the only possible value is 3 and 1. Meaning, sir, this is 3, this is 1. Now, so minimum, so what is the total number of goals scored here? 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9. 3 plus 2, 5. So that means this also, they also, like in school, see, minimum number of, what happened? Goals were scored. Minimum number of school. Acha, I should not write 5. I should write, this value should be less than or equal to 5. It can be 5 as well. I'm not saying it can't be 5. It can be less than 5 as well. वो भी नहीं पता हम लोग, वो भी हम लोग को नहीं पता, right? Chalo, now let's check, sir. A here, B here, C here, because I don't now I do not know anything. I do not know anything, sir. So first in equation, A plus B plus C less than equal to 5, sir. Perfect, because this thing. So 9 into A plus 6 into B plus 2 into C. That is equal to how much, sir? That is equal to 28. So let's do one thing. Let's start with 5. Let's not use in equation. Let us start with 5, sir. Let us start with 5. कि sir, चलो 5 हुआ है. Now, let's think, sir. No A, B, C value, they cannot be 0. So minimum they have to be 1. So if they are 1, so if they are 1, so 9 points have been scored, 6 points have been scored, 2 points have been scored. So 6 plus 2, 8. So 8 and 8 are 16, 17 points have already been scored if I just go with 1 point or like 1 goal each from each like of these distances. Abhi 11 points bacha hai, sir, because total number of points are 28. How can I get 11 points? Like using 9, 6 and 2. And I don't really need this in equations. I don't really need these equations, sir. How can I score 11 points by this 6, 2 and 9? Because 6 can never come. So 1, 9 and 1, 2. That's the only possible way, sir. 1, 9 and 1, 2. That is the only possible way. So meaning this is 1, this is 1. So this is 2, 1 and 2. This is 2, 1 and 2. Khatam sir. Now you can answer anything. You can answer anything that they throw at you. Ban gaya question. This question is entirely done. Now, first question of the day. First question of this particular set. Let me just. First question was what? Aaja bhai. Which of the following teams scored same number of goals? Sir, C and D. देखो दोनों ने ही 5-5 गोल स्कोर किया. खत्म सर. If you need the answer, find the difference between number of goals 6 feet. I'm not doing these questions because you see we have already done the entire thing. So any question that they throw at you, you will be able to answer. So I'm not doing that question. Perfect, everyone. I hope it works. I hope this thing works. Why? Because let's utilize that time in solving a few more questions. जितना और हो सके. ठीक है? There are a few questions left. There are a few questions left, sir. थोड़ा ज़्यादा time लग गया. अच्छा. So this is also a very simple question. Acha, data sufficiency. Let me just explain a couple of questions. Acha. So please understand, 7,500 rupees he had, and they are asking a purchase certain number of articles. What is the per unit price of the article? Sir, per unit price of the article increased by this. Sir, let me just say this. X rupees is the per unit price and he purchased Y articles. So XY is 7,500. समझो अच्छे से sir. First statement is saying what? Per unit price increases by 25. So this is now the per unit price into sir. Y minus 25. That will be 7,500. Second is saying what, sir? Decreases by this, meaning x minus this, y plus 25. That is equal to 7,500. Please understand, this is the common equation. Two unknown, two equation. Two unknown, two equation. So any one of these equations are sufficient. So either wala will be the correct answer. Dekho, I told you, you don't need to solve in data sufficiency. Just figure out the way to think. Figure out the way to think. Perfect. Difference between the present ages of A and present age of B. Chalo dekhte. 5 years ago, C is, sir, this is 1/6 of the age of A at that time. Okay. C's age 5 years ago, this one is equal to 1/6 of A's age at that time. Sir, one equation. Again, I'll not solve. I'll just check whether it can be solved or not. Present age of B is 300% more. 300% more means 400% of the C, meaning B equal to 4C. This is statement 1, sir. Ratio of the ages of C to A, 3 years hence, C plus 3, A plus 3, that is 3 by 10. They're asking what? Present age, the difference between A and B. A and B का difference पूछा है sir. You see, I'll get an equation A, C, and you see there are 3 unknowns A, B, and C. I need 3 equations, 1 equation, 2 equation, 3 equations. So in order to answer 3 questions or 3 unknowns, like solve 3 or rather solve for 3 unknowns, I need 3 equations. So if I have 3 equations, like how can I get 3 equations? If I take both the statements together. That means both are together needed to answer. That's my answer. Please understand, always go logically, nothing like you don't need to solve. You do not need to solve. A plus C is given, A this is given. So take second. First things first. This is only AB. Whatever they have asked us only has B and A. There is no sign of C. But so my goal is to figure out whether. So I'm very quite certain either it will be like both the statements or like statements together, or it will be Even after combining both the statements, we cannot answer. यही दोनों में से कोई होगा. चलो देखते हैं आज. A plus C whole square. A plus C whole square means 4. So B square is 16. B should be sir plus minus 4. ये तो देना चाहिए. चलो. Now A plus B equal to C minus 12. B is plus minus 4. So if I put plus 4, that is C minus 12. If I put minus 4, so over here A minus C comes as minus 8, sir. And over here A minus C comes as minus 16. And the other one is A plus C is 4. And this is A plus C comes out to be 4. Now, whatever it is, what I am trying to say, please understand, I will get the value of A and C from these equations. I'll get A, I'll get C. And once I get A and C from this equation, I'll get B as well. I'll get B as well. Once I get B, A and B, so I'll get the value of this. So meaning both the equations are necessary to answer. Both. Chalo, khatam sir. Again, I don't need to solve. I don't need to solve. I don't need to do anything fancy. I just need to go for this. I just need to go for this. Clear, sir? 5 years. Ratio of this is this. Sir, always start from ratio. I told you multiple types. Sir, 7x, Sonam and Prince. 7x, 9x. This is 5 years from now. So, like present will be minus 5, minus. Perfect, sir. This is present. After 10 years, Sonam's age will be double the age of Prince. Will be double the age of Prince 20 years ago. So, this is going to be 20, like double of this. Calculate kar lo, sir. 7x minus, plus 5, it is equal to 18x. This is minus 25. Minus 25 into 2 is minus 50. 11x is equal to 55, sir. X is 5, sir. So, like Sonam ka percentage of Sonam, 35, 30, sir. 30 years. That will be twice the percentage of, अच्छा, Prince के साथ ही है. Prince का percentage will be, sir, 40 years, sir. 45 minus 5. So, thrice, twice नहीं होगा, thrice नहीं होगा. 20 versus 20, yeah, this is the answer. 40, 75% of 40 is 30, meaning 25% less. That's the answer. That is the answer. Option C. Option C, sir. Perfect. Simple question. Very simple question. Chalo, this one. A and B can do the work in these many days. Chalo, A hai, B hai. There is another person, C also. C individually. Sir, efficiency ratio 1 by 35, 1 by 21, 1 by 28, sir. 7 से let's divide, sir. 7 5, 7 3s, 7 4s. I told you how to write inverse ratio. 5 के जगह multiply these two. 4 3s are 12. 3 के जगह 20. 4 के जगह 50. Perfect. Now, sir, total work will be how much? Total work will be how much, sir? Total work will be, you take A, B, C, whatever. I'm taking B because the value is better to work with. 20 into. It took how many days for B? So 21 days. 420 units. 420 units. Done, sir. Done, sir. Now the story begins. A and B work together for P days. So every day A and B work together, they complete 32 units of work. In P days, they will complete this much. Plus. B then left. Now, who will work, sir? A will work along with C for Q days. So, they will work 15 and 27, like 12, sir, 27. They worked for Q days and completed the total work. Now, total work completion means 420 units. Now they are asking, and also given P plus Q is 15, sir. Khatam. Sir, multiply them by 32. Minus kar do, sir. Cancels. This is minus 5Q. It is equal to, sir, 320 and 160, that is 480. So minus 60, sir. Q is 12. Value of Q is 12. So P will be 3, sir. Number of days for which A and B work together, P was the number of days. So that answer is 3, sir. That answer is very much 3, sir. Option number C. Okay. So one last question I am giving you guys as homework. So this one, please solve and comment the answer in the comment section. Comment down the answer in the comment section of this particular video. That was the last question. Perfect. So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. Again, very fast, very quick solutions to the live mock. You have to pick up the pace, and again, I hope you've learned something new today. So yahi karte karte, if you can like keep it up, if you can do this, dheere dheere, the concepts will get clearer and clearer and clearer. Okay. So again, thank you so much. That will then be all for the day. So again, I'll see you guys I guess on Monday, and for YouTube audience, I'll see you guys on next week's class. Till then, please take care, and if you have liked the class, please do hit that like, and I will again see you guys next week. Till then, take care and bye bye from my end. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.